Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing well. So I'm on today, coming in with my 10 minutes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm a life coach in Los Angeles, California. I do couples counseling, one-on-one, group. We talk about communication, perspective, love, life, just all kind of things. I also have an academy where I help entrepreneurs scale up and get clarity on their business and just market to their target audience. So you can catch me here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. I'll be on for just 10 minutes. I don't take up much of your time. I just want to pour into you the way that I know how to pour into you and just calibrate with you guys. Get to know you guys on levels that, maybe we're not posting on Facebook. We're not getting those questions out and just random things that you don't even know you want to know. Maybe you don't even want to know. So I've been putting up a question of the day, and today's question of the day is not up. Usually I have my question of the day up by 6 a.m. Yeah, no, it's still not up because it's the hardest question I have ever had to answer. Hi, love, how are you? I still haven't answered it. That's why it's not up yet. It's not up yet. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys. I have since altered the question just because the question was just too hard. Have you ever just had a question that was just too hard? It's too hard. So before coming on here, I was talking to a friend, and she was like, "Well, don't do it." And I kind of have the questions laid out already, so they're already in line. So I didn't want to just take it out and just throw it away. But since it was Friday, I wanted to make it a light question. So the question of the day was, "What's your favorite song?" Right? Oh, that my whole world has stopped on this question. I've been listening to music all last night, all this morning, and I just couldn't decide because music just resonates with you for different times, for different reasons, different genres, and just different ways about it. So I have since changed the question to what's your song of the day? Okay, so what's going to be your theme song for today? So that's going to be the question of the day. I'm going to put that up. I don't even think I can answer it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and answer that later on. But I thought that was so funny that question just was not like I just couldn't get it. I was not answering it. So if you guys want, put your favorite song down there in the comments below or your theme song for today, okay? Let me know what you guys are listening to, what you're feeling. I did listen to J. Cole's a little bit today, that's just out. I like Change off his album. So if you guys haven't listened to J. Cole yet, check out Change on J. Cole's album. That's out right now. And man, that question though had me messed up. But I'll post up the question of the day with my answer later on. Hi, Kurt. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the business of the day. The business of the day is going to be my academy, the LLC Academy. It's a business growth development academy that helps entrepreneurs and business owners and artists and models and actors market themselves through social media. The thing about this is that it essentially creates a void in your business because most people are moving in their business and they're just doing the motions. They're not really clear on where they want to go, how they want to serve, what they want it to look like when they're serving. And when you really take a moment and sit down and think about that, you really open up options and doors for yourself. And then we have these limited beliefs that keep us small, that make us think on a small level. I like to take those hobbies, those little mundane things that you think are little, or that message, or that business, or that thought that you didn't recognize to be so great, and I'd like to show you how great it really is. Because everything that resonates to you and that's great to you resonates to someone else and is great to someone else. And all we have to do is figure out how to market that and scale it up and make it big. So that's what I remind people. So I take their ideas and their heart and I put a big old spotlight on it and we grow it and we make it big, and then we market it, and we market it the way they want to market it, the way they want it presented to the world. There's no cookie cutter way about doing it. I just don't believe in cookie cutter stuff because different things are going to work for different people all the time. So the LLC Academy has these modules that we go into a private Facebook group, and we work together. We go through the modules, which are done virtually live in the group, and I will teach you different modules in the course, which some of them, there's a whole course on hashtags. So very important, guys. There's a course in Follow Foundation. So very important to set up your Follow Foundation when you're looking to get clients and customers out of your social media and not just be social on social media. There's live one-on-one, there's Facebook one-on-one. So it'll really help you in all areas of social media. We go through them. The videos are no longer than 5 minutes each, but we go on live, we talk about it, we go through it. You have access to me, you have my number, you call me, you send me a message, and we're just in a small group. There's about 20 to 30 of us, depending on how full the class gets. And then once I teach you the modules and give you the new mindset, we then work together for the next 2 weeks and putting them into play. Then we exercise them, we try them out, we experiment. Because that's what you have to do. You have to experiment and see what it does, how it works out for you. And then we talk about it. And if we need to adjust things, we adjust it together. So it's not like I teach you something and then it's like, yep, that should work for you. No. I teach you what you should do based on what you're telling me and how we're vibing together and how we're calibrating, and then we try to work it together and make sure that it works for you. So that is the business of the day. It's the LLC Academy. If you want to learn more about it, all of the courses are up on my website, and that's leahthelifecoach.com. Just click on the tag that is the LLC Academy, and you can see all about that and see if you're interested in that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the social media tip of the day. So my social media tip of the day is what? Hashtags, because I love hashtag. Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag. You have to hashtag. There's an art to hashtagging. There should be at least 20 to 30 hashtags with all of your posts at all time. Even your smallest of posts, your biggest of posts, there should be hashtags, a lot of them, because hashtags is categorizing you. It's letting people know what you're doing, what you're talking about, and attracting your tribe to you. That's how you get your tribe. That's how you get your clients. That's how you get your target audience. That's how they know to come to you to talk about that subject and that matter and that product and whatever it is. So with hashtags, you want to have a great combination of hashtags. So you want descriptive hashtags. If you're posting something about a beach or mountains, you want to put mountains, beach, sunset, this and that and this and that. Like 3 to 4 descriptive hashtags about whatever your post is. So those can change with every post. Then you want custom hashtags. Custom hashtags are like how you're teaching people how to speak your language, how to understand you and speak to you. Like Grant Cardone has 10X. Anthony Trucks has Trust Your Hustle. So you would hashtag Trust Your Hustle so people start to get that term and be familiar with that. I hashtag Calibrate because that's kind of what I stand behind. I calibrate with people. So that's how you get people to speak your language. A lot of people do custom hashtags, which are fine, but they do only custom hashtags, which is not going to be something that someone's going to necessarily search or put in. So they're not going to use that to come up with you. You want to utilize custom hashtags just to teach people your language, just so you guys can understand each other and kind of speak. Also, you want to create a digital, what I call a digital or virtual business card with your hashtags, which is I hashtag the LLC Academy, LLC, and Leah the Life Coach all the time. So if somebody were to search my name, Leah the Life Coach, or the LLC Academy or LLC, what they're going to get is my most recent and my best, my top post. And that's always how you want to be presented to people. So I see it as a digital business card. So you want to be presented in that way, the best and the most recent. Another one is don't forget buyer hashtags. So what I mean by that is, what is someone that's going to buy your product or your service going to be searching for? What are they going to put in for a hashtag? Like a real estate agent, they put in all these hashtags, the company they work for, whatever realty company, whatever. But they don't put house for sale or condo for sale or short-term buy or lease to buy or any of that, because that's what a buyer's going to put in. So you want to make sure your buyer hashtags are lined up and in line for you. Also, locational hashtags help you out because if someone knows that you're in their area, and that just is something that connects you. And, Simon Sinek says, they don't buy the product or the service, they buy the person or who you are. So you want to be locational to connect with people. So you are automatically connect with, I always put hashtag Northridge because I'm in Northridge, California. So that means I connect with anybody that's in Northridge, So we're getting really close to the end of 10 minutes. So I'm going to read the comments. But hashtag. Kimberly says, hi. Love. Vanessa says, hi, Miss Leah. Hi, Vanessa. Herbie gave me some emoji cons. Thank you. Rochelle was about to work out, but wanted to say hi. Love you, girl. I love you too so very much. Check out Rochelle. She's always giving out social media tips all this week and next week, I think. Terrence says, hey to me. Rochelle, so true. Rochelle says, I see the best in people. I really do. I really do. I look for the best in people because that's how you want to calibrate that relationship to the highest frequency. You always want to look for the best in people. Rochelle says, hashtag course. Yes, definitely a hashtag course because it's so very important. And Terrence and Ryan and Misty are here. Thank you so much for joining me, Adele. Thank you for checking me out. So I'm going to go ahead and get off. I've gone over my 10 minutes. It's the song's fault. The song has me off because you try to pick your favorite song. That is some... Man, let me just tell you, it's not happening. It's not happening. So I do want to hear you guys' song of the day, okay? That makes it much easier. What's your theme song of today? So I'll be back on here live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. for 10 minutes. Please stop by and calibrate with me. I don't read the comments at first, but I definitely tune to the comments a good 7 minutes in, okay? So I will read comments and I will respond with you guys. If you want to work with me, reach out to me at leahthelifecoach.com. That's my website. Or you can email me at leahthelifecoach@gmail.com. Or my phone number is 818-319-3313. Hey, Seneca. How are you? Hard way to hard. Is that a song, Kimberly? So I'm going to leave you with my quote of the day. I already know I went over 10 minutes. My quote of the day, it's man's theory means nothing in a world full of miracles. And what I mean by that is that we go through life thinking, okay, there's a difference between planning and predicting. Okay, you always want to be ready. You want to get ready. You want to have your goal. You want to know kind of where you want to go, where you want to stand. But you have to be loose on how you get there and exactly what your wishes kind of look like. Because so sometimes we get caught up in like, I want it like this. I need to do it like this. And this is going to happen if I do this. And that's definitely going to happen. How many times have you thought something was going to happen and it ended up happening totally different? Totally different. Like you didn't have the money to pay rent and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be put out. I'm going to be homeless. This is going to happen to me. And I'm not going to, oh my God, this is just terrible. This is the worst thing that can happen to me. We have to start experiencing life and just responding from the experience that life gives to us instead of predicting and projecting as well, or even manifesting what our anxieties and our fears are. So we have to allow life to just unfold and respond to that instead of trying to predict it and do the thing. Because that person that was worried about not paying their rent, they may get to the landlord and the day goes by and the landlord's like, okay, well, what's going on? And it's like, oh, well, I lost my job and this, but I got another job coming up. And it's like, oh, okay, well, there's a late fee of $25. Oh, okay. Or the landlord maybe, well, it's okay, I'll give you a notice by 30 days, and then if you pay it by 30 days, everything's fine. It's just so many options for ways that things can happen. So we have to allow those things to just kind of happen instead of projecting what we think is going to happen, because when we project and assume what we think is going to happen, it's usually always to the extreme or it's very light and to the best light. So we should just allow it to happen and allow it to unfold and respond to that. Life gets so much easier for you, especially if you remember that life is only a series of decisions and choices of yes, no, or later. So I leave you with that to experience life. Allow it to unfold, allow it to present itself to you, and believe that the universe wants the best for you, okay? So man's theory means nothing in a world full of miracles. So allow it to happen. You don't know that the worst is going to happen or the best is going to happen. You may be wanting for something and the universe is like, I got something better for you. So when you don't actually get what you've been asking for, the universe is like, that's because I want to give you this. I want to take you here. Allow the universe to take you there, okay? All right. Have the most amazing day ever. Thank you so much for checking me out and rocking with me. Come back. When am I back? Today's Friday. I'll be back Monday. Come back and calibrate with me. I will have the question of the day up that day. It won't be a hard one like, what's your favorite song? I won't ask that no more. Okay, but make sure you put you guys' song of the day down here, okay? Have a good day. Sorry I went over 10 minutes. All right. Bye. Have a good one.